Wellness Wednesday. I have like weird hair in my face. It's Wellness Wednesday over at Mother Trucker Yoga, and I am working in my office. Actually, I just got off the phone with Dave over at Trucker Tax Tools, and it seems like myself, Mother Trucker Yoga, are going to be debuting some stretches at Matt's to kick off Matt's every single morning for y'all out in the lobby. So that's very exciting. If you're going to Matt's, if you're a trucker, if you're in the trucking industry, anything, are you coming to Matt's? I want to know. Let me clear off all these things that are popping up on my screen. But if you're coming to Matt's, I want to know, because we're going to be at the Trucker Tax Tools with Dave over on their stage in the main lobby doing yoga every single morning. A couple quick stretches that you can do while you're standing and waiting to get in. Hey Scott, hey Kevin, thanks for tuning in. So we're very excited to be on their stage. So if you're at Matt's, come find us in the morning. And then we also have a booth over in one of the wings. I have to look, so I wasn't prepared to tell you that. But today is Wellness Wednesday. For tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're on the road, if you're at home, where are you? If you're driving, don't text, just listen, because we don't want any accidents on the road. Hey, Taylor Barker, how's it going? Today is Wellness Wednesday. I had to think about what day it is and why I was coming to you live. But we're talking about feet today, so many of us have them. That's a good thing. But what we might not know is that foot problems actually can be the culprit to things like hip pain, back pain, neck issues, even if you're a jaw clencher. Some of the foot issues, or what you might not even consider a foot issue, could be causing some of those things. So after the day is done, you want to get off your shoes. So that's the first thing, is we're just in shoes too much. We live in a concrete jungle. If you're a trucker, you really live in a concrete jungle. So you want to make sure you designate some time that your feet can be out of this cast, this shoe, this cardboard box that we call a shoe, and let your foot expand, let your foot move, let your foot breathe. This is really important. We overthink it, and so we don't do it. And then as we get older, what do we do to our elderly population? We never let them be barefoot, and no wonder they shuffle around as they try to get around. So first things first, you want to get off your shoes. Second thing, it's like, what do I do with my feet? Because a lot of people complain that their feet hurt. It hurts to move their toes. It hurts to move the arches of your feet. Well, I'm going to show you a couple things that you can do that I think will make a really big difference. I actually have to take my shoes off, so we're going to move over here. It's kind of like a field trip. Okay, let's see what we can do. All right. This is like on the fly, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to get my shoes off. I actually just bought new shoes. All right, so get your socks off. That's the other thing. Get your socks off, okay? And when is the last time you wiggled your toes around? And I know what you're thinking, Hope, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Well, if it was so dumb, you would already be doing it. So I like simple, I like easy, I like things to be effective where they can instantly give you gratification. So when you're done for the night, when you're back in your truck, or when you're at home, get your shoes off. Get your socks off. And just wiggle your toes around, okay? Can you even do that? Can your toes actually wiggle around? Those are muscles. I have 3 kids, and do you remember as a kid, like, trying to make your fingers come apart and, like, playing with how fast you can do it? And my kids were fascinated that I could do that. And I was explaining to them that they're muscles. That's all it is. It's muscles. The same thing goes with your foot. If you don't move the muscles, they atrophy. They get lazy. They stop working. The same thing goes for your foot. So get out and move your toes around. Move your ankle around. Crack, snap, pop, all that stuff. If you're not doing it during the day, you gotta do it at least once a day at some point. You can do that ankle thing even when you're sitting in the driver's seat. Just don't take your foot off the gas when you shouldn't. The second thing is, you're not going to see me anymore. You're going to see let's see if I can put this up here. We're trying to get a good view, you guys, okay? So let's see. All right, can you get my mat? Yeah, you can. Okay. I want you to see my feet, but it feels weird talking to you when you can't see me. Okay, so you want to be able to see my feet. Second thing that you want to do, that's not a good view either. See, this is like the thing with Facebook Live. We got to like find the best angle. We're going to stay here. Okay. So if you can see my feet, you want to roll over your toes, and you're going to feel a really big stretch down the top of the foot, okay? And then once you've done that, here, I'm gonna come even lower. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's really good. Okay. So first thing is you're gonna roll over your toes. Do you see that? Roll over your toes. You can still see the imprints from my socks. It's actually really tight. My big toe really is like, oh my gosh, I hope this hurts so bad. And then you're going to flip it and you're gonna go the opposite way. You're gonna stretch through your toes and then you can go back and forth. Now, if you haven't done this ever, this is gonna feel really stiff, really tight, really sore. And that's totally okay. So do that a couple of times. Wiggle your toes around. When you stand, move your ankles in and out. Can you spread your toes out? Can you come up onto the balls of the feet? Put pressure or weight on your toes. Can you bend your knee as far as you can without letting your heel lift? This is gonna stretch what's called your Achilles and your calf and your gastroc. All of this is connected. I'm gonna move this up a little bit and talk to y'all again. So these are really simple, easy things that you can do once you're done for the night. Once you get your shoes off, get your socks off, and scrolling Facebook, whatever it is that you do, you read, you talk to your wife's husband, whatever. I don't care. You can do this without anybody knowing. And the second our feet go faulty, the second our feet start giving us issues, it's really hard to go back and try to fix something once it's already broken. You all know that with your truck. Maintenance it before it becomes a problem. The same thing goes with your body. Maintenance your body before it becomes a problem. And this, my friend, is one really, really simple way that you can do this because we all need our feet. I always try to have in the back of my mind, I don't want to end up in a wheelchair. I don't want you to end up in a wheelchair. And the way to do that is take care of the things that carry us around, and those are our feet. Now, if you really want to get crazy, if you're really like, Hope, I care about my feet hurt, I'm in shoes all day, I have knee pain, back pain, I clench my jaw at night. A lot of these things travel from the bottom up, so if you have lower body issues, eventually you usually are going to have upper body issues. Or it's called kind of the victim and the persecutor or referred pain. Where we have pain is not always where it's coming from. So your foot can be the problem, it's not screaming at you, and in return you have tailbone pain, or you have hip pain, or you have shoulder pain that actually is not the problem at all. So we have to kind of connect the dots and trail back, and I have found that things go from the bottom up. So they feed, they slowly rise up. So if you're already at the head and neck area, that foot or hip or knee issue has probably been around for quite some time. You just haven't been aware of it. Okay, but if you really want to get crazy, you're like, Hope, I get my shoes off, I'm gonna do that toe thing, that's really easy, I'm gonna be a good student for you, and I'm gonna do that. You can get something, this is actually on a bar, okay, we sell these on mothertruckeryoga.com, but you can get them in little balls, you can get a golf ball, you can get whatever it is, but something that's gonna break up what's called the fascia. That's like a cat suit for your whole body, and then every muscle and every tissue and every fiber. You're gonna roll your feet out on this bad boy. So I'm literally just gonna roll my foot out, and you're probably gonna say, Hope, this hurts really bad. And it hurts really bad because that tissue is really tender, because you aren't moving it around, because you don't walk around in bare feet anymore, because we live in a concrete jungle and we're constantly in shoes. We are a product or a result of our environment. If we can't change our environment, we have to change how we behave in it. That's why I'm here, to help you guys and gals find simple little things that you can do while out on the road to help you feel better. I get it, it's lonely. I travel a lot myself, usually by myself. Obviously, it's not the same capacity, so I have an idea about what you're going through, but I want to try to give you things that you can do that don't cost money, that you don't have to try to reinvent the wheel. It's not complicated, so that you can start feeling better, because everyone deserves to feel better. Like, I don't care who you are. We all deserve to feel better. And the one missing component is that you just have to do that. You just have to do it. You just have to put the effort in. No more excuses in your head. Because imagine if you adapt one thing every month, by the end of the year you have 12 new habits. You have 12 new activities or practices or moves or exercises that you currently or previously were not doing that you now are. Now imagine 5 years later, 5 times 12, now you have all of these new activities, exercises, and movements that you've adapted to your life. Pretty damn awesome. So that's my Wellness Wednesday for you, is care about your feet. Love your feet because they have to take you everywhere. And once you have foot problems, my friend, it is really hard to come back from. So get your shoes off, get your socks off, wiggle your ankles around, move your toes around, roll over the tops of your toes, roll out the bottoms of your feet. It may be painful, but there's good pain, and this is definitely one of them. Please share out this video. Let other people know that foot health is important and that Wednesday's wellness can be as simple as one quick move. If you're gonna be at Matt's, definitely come and check us out. I just was on the phone with Dave. We're gonna be on the Tax Solutions, Truckers Tax Solutions stage out in the main lobby every single morning to kick off Matt's with a couple quick stretches that you can do while you're standing to get in. So that'll be really fun. Other than that, I don't know. Hit me up if you have a booth and we'll definitely come stop by. But until Friday, which is Fitness Friday, I'll see you again really soon. Bye! Love you all! Gotta find a phone.